Welcome to the Movie Sim Club Podcast. This is Anthony.
This is Jenny.
And this is the Movie Sim Club Podcast. And today's episode is the trilogy review of Fear Street. Dun, 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 dun.
Try not to die.
Welcome to the suck.
Oh, hell no!
Okay, guys, welcome to the Movie Sim Club Podcast. Here, pretty much all we do, we talk about movies. We talk about movies we love, talk about movies we hate, reviews, the latest movie news, and everything like that. So if you're listening to us, please follow, please review us. And if you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like button, and do all that good stuff. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
After a series of brutal slayings, a teen and her friends take on an evil force that's plagued on their notorious town for centuries. Welcome to Shadyside.
Dun, 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 dun.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
Fear Street trilogy is all based on R.L. Stine books, which is also Goosebumps, I believe.
Honestly, when you're done with this movie, you fucking will hate Sunnyvale. Like, you'll hate them with a passion. But
Definitely.
before we get into the review, don't worry, there is no spoilers until later on, so we could tell you what to get the fuck out. But if you're we're just gonna give our non-spoiler review right now. So babe, how'd you like the whole story?
So the story for me was very entertaining, very like I didn't want to keep my eyes off the screen, if you know what I mean. I just wanted to continue like we were back to back on these movies when we were watching them.
Yeah.
I found this movie over TikTok. Everyone was like hyping it up, and also I told him like, hey, let's watch them. And just one day he was like, yeah, put it on, and we watched it, and it was just very interesting, very one of a kind type of movie.
Yeah, for me, I love the whole story. I love it from beginning to end. I love the whole mystery aspect to it. You could really try to like figure out what the fuck is going on in Shadyville or whatever it's called, Shadytown, and Shadyside and Sunnyvale. And I love that you could just try to think about it and think of the mystery of what's really going on there. And I think it's an awesome trilogy. I think it's very original what they did, releasing it once a week, each single one, and it was really great. But we waited until everything was out, and binged it all one day, and it was fantastic. But yeah, that's how I feel about the story. So
It was scary, but not too scary, not to the point where I was like, ah, you know what I mean? Like I was like, it was scary.
Yeah,
like the story was scary, but not too much. There were some jump scares where it did get me, especially those jump scares where it's like the music like is like what you call it, like it extremes to the max, and you fucking want to blow your head off. But for me, it was alright. It was okay.
Yeah, for me, it wasn't really that scary, but it's there. I still like the scary vibe that was going on.
Yeah.
But there is a couple of jump scares that got us.
Oh yeah.
And the only thing that I could say is like typical scary, but it's not really scary. But what I liked about it is the fucking gore. The gore in this is fucking awesome. If you guys like gory movies, they did not hold back. They went full on in, and I love that about this. But next topic in hand.
Okay, so the visuals for me, I like that each film or each movie, because these are like in 3 parts, right? So it's like different different timings, right? So I like that each movie correlated with the timing, like wardrobe, like all this different types of stuff. Like there was one of them is like from like the 1600s or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 1978 and 1990 something, 1998.
It's maybe. Like 1987 and 1970 something like that.
Yeah.
But no, I really like that everything like correlated, their language, their accents, their wardrobe. Everything was great. The visuals was honestly amazing. And another thing that I liked was when they were with the flashbacks. Whenever it would change color, the screen would change color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could really tell when it really was flashbacks because it literally changed.
Yeah, even during those flashbacks too, that you could see like little parts and pieces of like what's going on with the witch and everything like that. And it was, and it's like we're always like, wait, did you see that part? Wait, did you see this? Like, oh, something's going on here. Yeah, which is really cool. But with the visuals, I absolutely It looks very beautiful. The colors, I love it. I love. I think people seen the trailer, like a little neon around the mall. I think that looks very great. And I really, really hope that they have a physical release of this because it's gonna look beautiful. If they do, I don't think so because it's a Netflix, but hopefully they do get a 4K or get a Blu-ray because I really want that in my collection. But I absolutely loved it. Overall, I really say I love this movie. This whole trilogy is fucking incredible. It's very original. You know, it has that goosebumps feeling. The R.L. Stine.
R.L. Stine, yeah.
It's fucking great. I love the whole trilogy aspect of the whole mystery. It has like the Stranger Thing vibes and it has like the witch vibes because it goes to the 1600s in the part 3. And it was fantastic. It was awesome. And honestly, I would watch it again in a heartbeat. I suggest anyone that is a fan of kind of horror or like even like if you want to watch a show but don't want to commit something really big, watch this trilogy. Do it once every week or once every other day. You know, it's fun, or binge it. It's great. Babe, how do you feel overall about the whole thing?
Overall, the whole trilogy is something that I never expected. I thought it was overhyped over TikTok and like Instagram and stuff. So I thought I was like, yeah, it's one of those movies that people overhype. It's not that good. But once we put it on, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna like this because like I'm gonna like it. And I'm a very big horror fan. Not really, but I am. I'm trying to get more into it. We've been watching horror movies a lot lately, so we'll be trying to get into it. But especially the slasher ones. But like I was saying, overall I loved it. I really recommend it to those horror fans, like he said. It's really something where I personally think it's better if you binge it like just in one day, because like after you can literally talk about it for like days, because that's exactly what we did. We decided to do a podcast about it, so it's literally something you will literally talk about after you watch these movies.
So pretty much first things is talk about what we love first. So let's hit it. First of all, I love the gore in this movie. Like I said, they did not hold back. It was insane. I loved it. And I have like three of my favorite death scenes in each movie, or my three favorite things, like the gore wise into it. So my favorite death scene in Fear Street was Katie's death. Oh my God. How they didn't give a fuck. They just put her in whatever that machine was.
The meat grinder.
The meat grinder thing or whatever. It was cutting her head off. And I love that they didn't like, pan off to somebody just like.
They zoomed in, actually.
They zoomed in and just stayed there. And like we watched her head get sliced the fuck up. That was insane. Babe, was that one your favorite for part 1 or no?
I know that one, I think that was my favorite one as well, because I remember I gasped. Like I was like, like I had my hand over my mouth.
You thought it was gonna be like a cutaway.
I thought it was gonna pan off, like you know how usual scary movies do, or like, you know. But no, they really just like zoomed into the head, and you could really just see everything. I don't know, it made me feel weird after. Yeah,
for part 2, my favorite is the first kill that Tommy did in the cabin or the witch's house, when he did full on swing that fucking axe into the guy's skull. Or my other one is the ending when they like, what was it? What's her name? What's the girl's name? The main girl for part 2. Ziggy. Or I like at the end when Ziggy gets stabbed so bad in like the stomach area.
Oh, like her and her sister?
Yeah.
When they're like stabbing her constantly?
Yeah, they're stabbing her constantly. Like, oh, fuck. Do you have a favorite death scene, or at least like the gore wise, like, oh shit?
I feel like for me, the second one, my favorite death scene would be when Tommy had the axe, when he first got the axe.
So like when the witch's house, what I said?
Oh, was it the witch's cave? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The boyfriend, right? That was my favorite, only because you could literally see the head just like fall off to the sides. Like it was extreme.
And another thing that took me very surprised, with it's not even gore, but like still they went full on in, because no movies do it. They fucking killed children into this.
Oh yeah, they didn't show it, but they killed children in it. Yeah, like you could just hear their screams. Like people don't really do that.
Yeah, and I loved it. People kill more children in movies.
Oh my God.
Oh, the third one. Remember the third one in the church?
Yeah. So for the third one, my favorite one was the ending when they hung her. because oh my god, it may not be gore, but damn, did they show her neck get fucked
I didn't like
up.
it. I did not like that part. I turned away, but I was like this. I was like, I'm like still trying to watch. It was too much. I didn't expect that at all.
No,
Especially from like Goosebumps. That's like books for kids. Like,
but this is Fear Street.
but this is Fear Street. Books for adults, I guess.
I don't know, but I that was my favorite part. What about you, babe? Was that one? Or?
For me, same thing. Like how you talked about the children, how they kill children on the spot. Like,
Yeah.
for the third one, there's this church scene where the kids' eyes are gouged out. With the pastor.
Oh, in the church?
Yeah, I couldn't. There was like all the kids, everyone, like their eyes are just gouged out. Imagine seeing that. Imagine going to a church and you see that. Like it's unreal. Actually, it's unreal. It's literally impossible. But you know what I mean.
The killers were amazing. We didn't really get to see as much as like a lot of the killers. We only got to see really Tommy's.
Yeah, we
killer.
saw 2 of them or 3 of them. It was 3 of them.
Only one, to be honest. Because what with the
Oh,
pastor, we
yeah.
had a quick little hit.
That's true. That's
and
true.
with the first one, it was just a guy that killed
Oh,
them all.
it was Tommy. Never
Well,
mind.
Tommy's was the real
Scratch
thing.
that.
But if they ever do a spin-off or another trilogy, because of course we know the ending, that someone stole the book.
Yeah.
I would really want a spin-off of the other ones, like the kid holding the bat and swinging at their fucking parents,
Oh
or
no.
the person drowning the kids. That was
Mhm.
insane. But
Oh,
I really
that-
love the killers. Do you have a favorite killer? Do you like hope for a spin-off? What about you?
I hope for a spinoff. Like, I have a feeling who stole the book, to be honest.
Who do you think stole the book?
I think it was Nurse Lane. Because
Because she remembers it exists.
exactly.
Oh.
I think it might be her because she still wants justice for her kid. You know what I mean? I think my favorite killer would be Ruby, the one who
Ruby?
sings.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's my favorite only because she sings. And
Tommy was sick. Me and Tommy got the same hair.
oh yeah, uncomfortable. But yeah, everything was. I don't know. The killers are weird, especially the one with the one that was drowning the kid with the whole mask thing.
Yeah.
If I saw that, I would run.
The end battle scene. The end battle scene was one of my favorites. I like that the Karen thing on the good man.
Yeah.
I wish he died that way. He didn't, but at least we got to see that. But I like the whole they got each killers to kill each other.
With spraying the blood and
sparing
stuff.
the blood, doing
Yeah.
the Karen, and kind of because the whole mall is underneath the witch's cave, and I like all that. They reference what's going on back to the 1600s. There's so many references in the other movies, but I really love the end battle scene. What about you, babe?
For me, same thing. I like the end battle scene. I didn't expect that because at first I was like, why are they spraying blood everywhere? Well, because it took me a while to like understand like why were they spraying the blood everywhere, but they made sense, you know. But I just didn't expect all the killers to kill each other, and then the fact that they like reattach themselves, like they reincarnate themselves, is like it's crazy. Because like, ooh, like imagine seeing that in person. Like your killers, after you kill him, right? Whatever, you blow his head off, and then he starts crawling back into his form.
Yeah.
No, sir. No.
Tag, you're it.
So the twist. I love the twist. I don't know how other people feel about the twist. Like I should no fucking clue. I think everyone loved the twist. But I love the twist. I did not expect Goodman, but I always felt a little sus about him because come on, he was so like okay. He's like, okay, what's going on? Okay, tell me what's really going on. And I'm like, okay, never mind, bye. And like,
he didn't care.
He was always super sus. What about you, babe? Did you like the twist, or did you not like the Goodman was the bad guy, or like did you see that coming? Or
no, I didn't see it coming at all. I thought it was. I didn't even know I thought it was just a witch and that's it. You know what I mean? Usually they just lead to that. But then the fact that in the third movie they did the whole story behind it and who it really was, like even the story in the 1600s, that was I didn't even expect nothing. I thought it was, like no way they're gonna kill them. You know what I mean? No, it has to be someone else. But the fact that it was Goodman and that it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like now that I think about it, it makes sense because he's the sheriff. He's in charge of the town. Everyone thinks he's like great and awesome, but it's like I should have seen it coming since the beginning. I should have seen it coming. It's always the good guys who are always the bad guys. But, you know.
All the kids did amazing. I'm guessing they're all kids. They all look like children. They all did amazing. I never saw them doing anything else. I think I looked up the cast and like up the other movies that they did, and some of them never did it, and someone's like, this is like their first role. So I'm like, wow, amazing. So I just want to say congrats to the kids. They did a great job. What about you, babe?
Yeah, I've seen the main girl, I don't, Denise, Dina?
I think the only
Dina?
Yeah.
Dina,
Yeah.
Dina, the curly haired girl. I've seen her in another movie in Netflix, which is a Netflix original, another Netflix original, which we should watch because it looks pretty good. But that's the only time I've ever seen them. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else in other movies, but the cast did great. Everyone really played their role. Like, they were awesome. And that one kid, her brother, he's in Game Shakers on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone did great. Everything was amazing.
So the thing we hated, and I'll let my girlfriend say this, was Julia and
Katie?
Katie?
Katie and Simon were not supposed to die. They shouldn't have died. So the only reason why Katie and Simon died is because the girl who they were trying to save was Sam, because she disturbed the witch's grave, decided to put her hands wherever the fuck she wanted to put them, and she disturbed her grave, and then she got like, she was being after the killers, right? Like, the killers were after her. So Katie and Simon were like, yeah, we should sacrifice her, because that's a normal thing to do. You should sacrifice a person who needs to be sacrificed, because you need to do it in order to be alive, in order to survive, basically.
You're cold, man.
And no, it makes sense if you.
But yeah, she wasn't even a fucking friend. Fuck her. She wasn't a friend. She was just a fucking ex. You know.
She was just an ex. They didn't need to die. Katie did not need to die.
Yeah, even especially in the whole mall, not the whole food market scene. Like, they could have done all that in the ambulance. And plus, fuck them. The other friend should have just fucking left. You know, they should have not died.
If you think about it, all these movies was just to save that one girl. Why you put your Dina? Me and her need to have a talk, because why would you sacrifice your friends who helped you with that breakup, and you let them die for over an ex-girlfriend who left you and doesn't want to be with you because you're gay, and left you for a man who is the reason why you are in trouble? It makes no sense.
Oh, okay.
They shouldn't have died. And there's a lot of other people who feel the same way. Reviewers. I've seen reviews. TikTok. I went to TikTok immediately. Everyone feels the same way. Whenever I see anyone who's like, no, Sam should have been saved. No, she shouldn't. She should have sacrificed, and she was going to. And they're like, no, stay with us. No, we can help you. No. And I know damn well Katie knew it halfway. She was like, no, we shouldn't save her. But then they're like, no, yeah, let's save her. And I was like, nope, he shouldn't. And they just died. That's it. They didn't need to. But
yeah, those are also my thoughts.
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm still angry at that. There's no point. Because true love? Who cares? I'm trying to survive here. I don't care about true love. I don't care about nothing. Sorry. I don't care about true love. I just care about surviving after a killer is trying to kill me. I don't care. I will do anything to survive by myself.
Okay. Overall, I love this movie. Like I said before in the non-spoiler, it was great. Everybody, go ahead. Check it out. Watch it. Binge it. Don't binge it. Just check it out. It's awesome. And, yeah. Babe, what about you?
Katie and Simon did not need to die. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Go check it out. Enjoy it. Please tell us our thoughts. Please tell us your thoughts. If you think Katie and Simon needed to die, I don't like you. That's it. But yeah.
Period. Thank you for watching. This is the Movie Sim Club podcast. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. If you're listening, follow us, review us. All of our social medias are down in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, fuck Sunnyvale.
Yep. Definitely. Yeah. Boo woo.